Look closely. In every room, every group, every social space, there is always someone who needs to be seen. They talk louder, they interrupt, they exaggerate stories, they seek reactions. And psychology reveals something uncomfortable. The need for attention is rarely confidence. It is compensation. Weak minds don't crave attention because they are expressive. They crave attention because silence terrifies them. The human brain uses attention as validation. When someone lacks inner stability, they borrow worth from the outside. Likes, reactions, approval, recognition. Psychology calls this external validation dependency. The weaker the inner identity, the stronger the hunger for external confirmation. Strong minds feel complete internally. Weak minds feel empty. That emptiness creates noise. Talking too much, posting too much, explaining too much, reacting too much. Not because they have something valuable to say, but because being ignored feels like psychological death. Silence forces self-awareness, and weak minds avoid self-awareness at all costs. Here's what most people don't realize. Attention seeking is not about being liked. It's about controlling perception. Psychology calls this image regulation behavior. Weak minds constantly adjust how others see them because they don't know who they are without an audience. When the attention stops, their sense of self collapses. Drama guarantees attention. Conflict guarantees visibility. Chaos guarantees relevance. Psychology calls this emotional stimulation dependency. Weak minds provoke reactions because reactions make them feel alive. Even negative attention feels better than invisibility. That's why they argue publicly, expose personal matters, create unnecessary tension. Peace feels boring to them because peace requires inner strength. Strong minds protect information. Weak minds leak everything. Their fears, their plans, their emotions. Psychology calls this emotional leakage. They overshare hoping someone will reassure them, validate them, save them. But the opposite happens. The more you expose yourself, the less people respect you. Strong minds recharge in solitude. Weak minds panic in it. Because solitude removes distractions. And without distractions, they are forced to face their insecurities. Psychology calls this avoidance-based socialization. They surround themselves with noise to avoid inner confrontation. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most influential. Psychology shows that true authority is quiet. Why? Because silence signals self-control, emotional regulation, inner stability. Weak minds mistake visibility for importance. Strong minds understand impact does not require noise. Attention becomes a drug. Each reaction gives a dopamine hit. Psychology calls this attention reinforcement loop. And like all addictions, it requires more over time. More drama, more exposure, more extremes, until the person loses dignity, credibility, control. The moment you stop seeking attention, you gain something far more dangerous: presence. When you speak less, people listen more. When you react less, you intimidate unconsciously. When you don't chase approval, you rise psychologically. Weak minds crave attention because they cannot stand themselves in silence. Strong minds don't seek attention, they command it, without asking. And psychology confirms, the less you need to be seen, the more powerful you become.